Hello guys, welcome once again. In this video, I will show you how to use TreeView with your C# application. So let's get started. First of all, I will take a button and I will drag and drop this TreeView, or sorry, not this, but this TreeView in my form. I will resize it and I will give the text to the button as this button, and text is add nodes. Okay, and I will just double click this button and I will just write the name of my tree view name dot nodes dot add, and in the bracket I will write the name of my nodes. So for example, I want to give the name as books. So this is the first node of my tree. In the same way, I can add more nodes. For example, papers and folders. And now when I run the program and when I click this add node, it will add 3 nodes, book, paper and folder, to my tree view. Now for example, I want to add the sub node to my tree array or tree view. So this nodes work like an array. So this is the 0th array, this is first and this is second. So what I will do is I will give the name of my tree view dot nodes, and I will give this square bracket, and in this I will pass the array number. So for example, I want to generate the sub node for this book node, so I will write 0 here because it's the 0th array, dot nodes once again dot add, and bracket and bracket closed, and in here I will write book 1, and in this way I can add more sub nodes. And for example, I also want to give the sub node for this papers also. So in the same way, I will just copy this, paste it here, and change the array number and change this here also. Paper 1, papers 2, paper 3. Okay. So now I'll run the program, and when I click this add node, it has created the nodes and also the sub nodes here. Okay. Now if you want to remove your node, what can you do? I will take a button here and I will change its text as remove nodes, and now I will double click this button, and in here I will just copy the name of my tree view dot selected node dot remove. So it will remove the selected node from my tree view. So let's see, it adds the node, and for example I want to remove this paper 3, so I select it and I will click remove. Now for example, I want to remove this book and remove. Okay, so in this way you can remove the selected item also. Now for example, if you want to clear all the nodes from the tree view, you want to remove all the node at one go, how can you do that? Just write nodes, TreeView nodes dot clear, and when you run the program, add node, and when you click this, it will remove all the nodes. Yes, it removes, right? Now for example, you want to add the checkbox to your tree view. So just select your tree view, go to the properties here, and search for this checkbox and make it true from here. Okay, and then when you run the program, it'll, when I add these nodes, it will add the checkbox to your nodes. Okay, now for example, I want to remove the selected nodes. So whatever checkbox I select, and when I click this, it should remove the uh, node from the tree view. So how can I do that? Once again, I will go to my method here, and below this method or the function, I will create a new function here. So first I will declare a list of tree nodes, and I will name it as checked node is equal to new list tree node. So this is the declaration of list. I'm declaring a list of tree nodes. Okay, then I will make a function. In here I will write this. So this is a function, and I will close this function first of all. So I have declared void remove checked nodes. So this is the function name, and I'm passing the tree node collection. So whatever the tree nodes are there, I'm passing that here. Okay, and inside this function, I will add a for each loop. So like this, write for each tree node, give it a name in nodes, and bracket closed for loop. And inside this for loop, what I will do is I will give a condition if node is checked. So write if, and in the argument give node, which is this variable, dot checked. So if it is node is checked, then what we are doing is checked node, which is this list, it will add this node to the list. Okay, so this variable, this list variable, paste it here, dot add, and inside this write node, which is this variable. Else what we will do is, here we will provide the else condition. So we passed in the else condition, else we are calling this method once again, which we have declared here, else node, which is this variable, dot nodes. Okay, so what it will do is, if the checkbox is checked, then it will add to this list, and otherwise it check for the sub nodes, and it will once again call this method remove if any sub nodes are present in the tree view. Okay, and now after this else if condition, I will go outside this for loop, and I will declare one more for each loop like this. So write for each, and inside this bracket, first of all I will close it, for each tree node, checked node, which is the declaration for this tree node, in checked nodes, which is this checked nodes, and inside this for each loop I will write nodes, which is this nodes variable which we are passing, dot remove, and inside this bracket give this variable. So I have declared this function for removing the checked item from my tree view, right? Now what I will do is, when we made this function, we need to call it in order to remove the nodes. So what I will do is, I will just copy this remove function name, and instead of this clear method which I was using to clear all the nodes, I will write this function name, and inside this function I will pass the name of my tree view, which is TreeView1 dot nodes. Okay, so now when I run my program, I can add the nodes and subnodes by this button. And for example, I check this box and I want to remove this papers, and when I click this, it is removed, right? For example, I want to check or remove these two, they are removed. I want to remove all the node, it is removed. Okay, so in this way you can remove the nodes or some node by using checkboxes. So I hope you have learned something new this time, and please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye for now.